This is going to be a quick video to show you how truly unlimited and powerful you are when you tune into your true self. How you could really bend the laws of reality as an infinite being. And so I graduated from engineering, and in uni we studied thermodynamics in details. And one of the laws of thermodynamics is the law of entropy, which I've always been very, very fascinated with it. The law of entropy basically indicates that against time, chaos increases. That against time, the available energy within a system that's available to use, any energy within a system that's available for use, decreases against time. And so basically, as time goes by, any system, any isolated system ends up deteriorating, just like the human body, just like the universe at all. You know, the whatever energy is keeping the universe together, whatever energy is keeping the stars, the planets, the galaxies together, it gets weaker and weaker and weaker as time goes by. And similarly, if you drop a glass from a table, it's measured, by the way, entropy is measured from 0 to 1, 0 being absolute perfect state and 1 being absolute chaos, you know, the peak of entropy, which nothing has really reached. I don't know if things reach very close to a 1 or a perfect 1, or actually 0. Nothing really reaches a perfect 0. But we're gonna come to this in just a moment to show you how infinite we really are. So as I was saying, as a glass is sitting, a glass of water, an empty glass is sitting idle on your table. It has an entropy of 0 or almost a 0, in which it means that the energy that it's keeping its figure, the energy in use to keep that glass in shape, in the shape it was intended to have, is almost perfect. There's nothing that's threatening it, there's nothing that's decreasing it, there's no worries whatsoever that this shape is gonna change or it's gonna deteriorate. The closer it gets to the edge of the table, it gradually starts getting closer and closer to 1. The moment it goes over the edge of the table and it's in free fall towards the ground, it quickly increases to a 1. The moment it hit the ground, the moment this empty glass hits the ground, the entropy of this system, this empty glass, is 1, which means complete chaos, and you cannot revert the process. That's a very important point. We cannot reverse entropy. That's why, you know, the universe is just simply thought of as going in the direction of chaos, less and less order as time goes by. There's nothing, you cannot like reverse this process and have the glass back in shape. You could try to stick it around, you could try to do this and that, but it would never go back to 0 entropy. Now, this is very similar, you know, there are many examples. It's also the way as a light bulb gets dimmer and dimmer as time goes by, you know, and you cannot reverse the process. This is the energy that's available to use. It will have its energy, but the energy is not really put to use. Similarly, within the body system, the older you grow, you still have the same energy, you still have the same source of energy you had as a young child or as a teenager or as an, you know, as a middle-aged person. But the more you grow older, this energy is not being really put to use. You know, the same energy is not sufficient to make you as, you know, powerful or have the same strength that you used to have as a teenager, and than you would have as an old person, as an elderly person. And so this is, you know, entropy in when it comes to our body, when it comes to the system, to the isolated system of our body. The energy gets less and less. Similarly, you know, you would need to take more care of your organs for them to continue to function with the same efficiency. You would need to invest to give them more and more energy, external energy. Perhaps you would need to rely on medicine. You would need to rely on healthy events, holistic approaches to your health in order for your functions in order for your organ functions to keep going at the same efficiency. And so intrinsically, the energy that was within your system, the energy that you had, has deteriorated as time went by. However, there is an exception. There is one exception with the law of entropy, and that's when the temperature gets to an absolute zero. That's 0 degrees Kelvin, or negative 273 degrees Celsius. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit, but at 0 degrees Kelvin, entropy comes to a halt. The universe is no longer going towards less and less order. The universe is no longer going towards chaos. It cannot be reversed, but it can simply come to a hold or a halt. And that's what I'm inviting you to do with your body. That's what I'm inviting you to do with your mind. Because similarly, it's the mental way, your mindset, your mental energy is going towards, is functioning under the law of entropy. It gets less and less efficient as time goes by. But the state of absolute zero could be experienced internally, just like it could happen externally, and the entropy would come to a halt. You could choose to experience it internally. And what that means is that when you are a spiritual person, when you have your spiritual awakening and you are on the path of awakening, you're being led gradually, ever so gradually, towards that absolute zero. And that's what I believe is happening, because the more detached you get from your ego, and the more connected you get to your true self, you are actually getting closer to an absolute zero. By meditating, by getting out of that reactive state, by choosing to live very intentionally and very consciously. You're not always reactive. You don't let anything in your external environment control you or control how you feel. You can choose to sit down and sit still at any moment and take a breath and refresh everything, let go of everything, be at an absolute Zen state, a state of absolute calmness, which is very similar to an absolute zero. Freeze yourself internally, freeze your nervous system. If your nervous system is choosing to react to something, even under typical or normal conditions, you would react abrasively to something, or you would bash out onto something whenever it happens, or you would get very mad or very scared or very stressed whenever a specific thing would happen. When you're often meditating and when you're able to freeze yourself internally, your neurological pathways are going to be under your control. Your neurological reactions are going to be under your control. You choose. If you don't want to get mad, you're not going to get mad. If that thing that freaks you out, that should have terrorized you and freaked you out and traumatized you would happen, you would simply choose to not react to it in that manner, and you would choose to look at it perhaps positively. Even you would choose to look at it as a neutral thing. You would choose to look at it as part of your journey, that's teaching you another lesson, that's aiding you on your journey, that's getting you closer to your clarity, to your understanding. And so nothing is able to take you towards this chaos. Nothing is decreasing your order by any means. Nothing external, nothing internal could decrease your degree of order unless you choose to. And when you meditate, when you're in those deeper states of meditation, accessing the theta and the delta brainwave states while remaining awake, that's your absolute zero. And if you're able to imprint this onto everything, onto every part of your day, onto you as you live, as you go throughout your day, with each and every experience you experience, if you're able to remain in that state, if you're able to project and manifest that state at any moment, then you're living by the absolute zero, by the law of the absolute zero, and entropy won't function with you. The older you get, the wiser you get. The older you get, the healthier you get, because you have more time. You're carrying more time on your timeline. And in this time, what did you do? You got yourself better, you trained yourself better. And so more time means more order, more time means better health, because you've got more time to eat healthier, to get those vitamins, to get those anti inflammatory food in your body, anti-natural, anti-carcinogens in your body. There's one thing I want to mention, I don't remember it. The thing that you find in purple food and blueberries, what it's called, antioxidant food, I don't know, like in blueberries or in eggplants or anything that has a purple shade, has a very good thing in it. Anyway, I've totally forgot what it was. And so now you have more time, you have had more time to get those healthy benefits into your body. You've had more time to grow wiser, and so it means the more time goes by you, the better you become. You have even reversed the law of entropy. You get wiser, you get more, you get sharper as you grow. You grow older, you get more, analytical, you could see through things easier. You awakened your third eye, you opened your third eye, you opened your crown chakra, and now you're not functioning by the laws of the universe, you're not functioning by the laws of nature, but you are an infinite being who is functioning beyond any laws, who's functioning in a timeless manner. Because now it's not simply the reversal of entropy, you don't even go by time, you have completely and fully tuned into your infinite aspect, which is just simply pure conscious energy. That's my message for today. Thank you so much for tuning into another video by AfsConsciousFrequency. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me so much, and it helps this video find its way to many more others who might actually need it.